why do we have this fear of failing? More so, why do we have this fear of having it all? So, have you ever felt afraid to chase your dreams or to even have dreams and goals? Have you ever got overwhelmed when you manifested something and then received it? Have you blocked or sabotaged things when you actually got what you wanted? Let's first get clear on what our understanding of our conditioning and our comfort zone is and how that impacted on our belief systems. So let's first get clear on what we may have done in the past around what we wanted and having that fear of failing or have that fear of having it all. So have you ever called in a partner and then when you received him or her, did you freak out? Oh my God, they're here and this is exactly what I asked for, and now what do I do? Did you call in financial abundance and ask to expand the roof of what you thought you were capable of earning, and then when you expanded that and received more abundance, then did you almost sabotage it or have this disbelief that you could actually have more abundance, and then as a result an unexpected bill came in the mail? How often is it that we call in extra money to lift the roof of the beliefs around how much we think we can earn, and then when we push through that, we receive something or something happens for us to then go back down below the line? And it's then in witnessing that and going, I don't want to keep doing that anymore. Or what is it that you have dreamed of, desired, wanted, and then when you actually had that come in, something happened? How often do we put something out there that we want something and then we receive it, and then it's almost like, well, we've got this disbelief, or it's almost like, oh, this is too good to be true. How many times have we said, oh, this is too good to be true, can't be real? We're instantly blocking the flow of allowing that to come through and to keep it. So the easy part is actually manifesting what we want. And we manifest not only the good stuff, but the bad stuff, good and bad. But how often do we put out there that we don't want something to happen, or we don't want something or someone, and then we have it? Or I don't want to hear from that person, and then we hear from that person. Or, I don't want that thing to happen, and then that thing happens. We manifest that as much as we manifest the thing that we do want. So imagine if we put more effort into thinking about the thing that we do want, and what happens if we actually put as much thought and energy into keeping the thing as opposed to pushing the thing away? So why is it that when we actually get what we want, we lose it nearly as quickly as we actually received it? Do you find that when you put it out there and you receive it really quickly, you kind of have this that really happened, and then when you receive it, it's almost like it's gone just as quick? So we need to look at, when that happens, what's the energy that we're putting out there when this comes in? Are we putting out there this energy that it's too good to be true? Are we putting out there this energy that we're just waiting for things to screw up, so I don't want to get too excited? Are we waiting, particularly when it comes to a relationship, are we waiting for them to show their true colors? Do we have a belief system that they're going to change after a certain amount of time, or that we can't trust them, or what's behind the veil, or, all the different belief systems that come with that? Is there disbelief that you can't have what you want, truly? Is there a belief system around greed? If you have all the things, then you're greedy. Is there an unworthiness piece, meaning you don't believe you're deserving of actually having everything? So when we start to understand the energy and the belief systems that are behind this, we can start to understand how easy we are manifesting what we're calling in, the good and the bad. And we can start to understand how we're actually showing up and potentially sabotaging the thing that we want when it actually comes in. Because I can guarantee you that the thing that you don't want, that you manifest really quickly, I'm pretty sure you don't have the same impact of pushing that away as quickly as the thing you do want. That shit normally seems to stay around for a while, and it's go away. Yet when we get the thing that we do want, we seem to be able to push it away just as quickly as it came. So why do we do that? So we get to uncover and ask those questions of ourselves. And as always, awareness is key. Recognizing when we're doing that, recognizing firstly that we literally are the manifesting queen, that we literally create our own reality, that we literally have the power to shift and to change our energy and where we're actually focusing. We have the ability to shift and change our stories. So we get to understand where is the energy that we're emitting into receiving and maintaining the thing that we want. So we're starting to look at the energy that's behind that, whether when it comes in, if we have a disbelief, whether it's a disbelief around the fact that we can't actually have what we want, or whether it's a disbelief in how quickly we can have it, whether there's an unworthiness piece there around whether or not we believe truly that we are deserving of actually having all the things, whether there's a greed piece, when we grow up and sometimes we can ask for all the things, or if we can have this and that, you can sometimes hear you're too greedy, you can't have everything, you can't have everything that you want, the world doesn't revolve around you, which can impact and have this belief and this feeling in your body that, I can't actually have the things that I want. Or maybe it's around waiting for things to screw up, so I don't want to get excited. Maybe it's around expecting that things are too good to be true, so we can't believe it, especially when things drop in easily. Like, we've been conditioned to believe that anything that is worth it is hard. Anything that is worth fighting for. So we have all these conditions and beliefs that everything should be hard. But what if it was actually easy? And then if it is easy, if we have all these things come through easy and effortlessly, and it was like, oh my God, that was just too easy. It's almost like we doubt it. And it's like, okay, well, is this real? But what if it actually just got to be that easy? Because the energy that we exert into receiving the things and keeping the things is the same. It just comes down to our focus. Do we choose to focus on all the things that we want, or do we choose to focus on all the things that are wrong, or all the things that are right, or all the things? We just get to choose conscious patterns and thoughts and understand, what are we actually manifesting and calling in? And when we receive that, what are we actually doing when that lands? What's the belief systems? What's the stories you're telling yourself? What do you feel in your body? Bringing that awareness to the moment and being like, I've actually got the thing. Now what do I do? Because I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, generally, I couldn't have the things that I wanted. And so as an adult, when I started receiving things, and I was just like, this feels weird. Like, I feel like almost like I'm not allowed to have it. Or it's almost like I'm just waiting for someone to take it away. Battle for the things that we want. That if you work hard, then you can have all the things. I know a lot of people that work hard and they don't have half of the things that they actually want, that they're busting their ass for. So we actually get to change our story around things having to be hard, or that we have to work hard for things, or that things can't actually flow to us with ease, because they can. And the more we start to see it, the more we can start to believe it. And when it happens, we then get to choose, just because you change the way you think and just allowing it to be that easy. And it really can be that easy. The same thought that it requires you to think I can't is the same amount of energy it takes to say I can. So what if we just bring more awareness to it? So too often we're conditioned to believe that we can't have it all, that we can't have what we want, that it's too uncomfortable to receive what we want. And what happens if I get all the things and then I lose it? Because if you don't try, then you don't get it, right? But you don't also lose. So what happens if you change that? Because I know that a lot of people out there don't bother trying with a relationship and giving it their everything, because, I'm just going to get hurt again. So they're focused on getting hurt again, as opposed to focused on all the beautiful aspects of the relationship, all the beautiful lessons and the memories that you can never, ever lose. The moments that are breathtaking, are they not worth the risk of possibly having pain? So what happens if we actually just get to have it all? What happens if we witness the fear and dance with the fear and go, you know what? Like, yeah, there's a chance that I'm going to get hurt here. Yeah, there's a chance that I may lose the thing, whatever that thing is. Yeah, there's a chance that someone might die, or they might leave me, or I might leave them, or it might not be a happily ever after. Or I may go after my dream job, but it might not be what I want. Or I may try a business, it ends up flopping, or it's a lot harder, or whatever the case may be. What if instead of focusing on all the things that could go wrong, we focused on all the things that could go right? And then witness in your body, what does that bring up for you? How does that resonate in your body? And what does that remind you of? Because chances are there'll be a trigger that takes you back to childhood, that takes you back to a story or a memory where you're probably in the shopping center and you asked for something and your parents said no. You can't have that. You can't have everything. The world doesn't revolve around you. Whatever the story is, whatever that moment where you felt that disappointment, you felt like, I can't have it, you didn't feel worthy, or whatever it is that you felt. Maybe you felt none of those things. But whatever it is, you'll start to uncover that there is definitely some childhood wounding that you get to address through this. And maybe you are worthy of having it all. That's not a maybe either, like you really are. You are worthy of having it all. You are worthy of receiving it all. You're worthy of being able to just have whatever it is you deeply desire.